Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bamboo Cup Qualifier Map Pool Showcase. My name is Defiance, and today I have with me J1. Say hello, J1.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right, it seems like we'll be starting off with Nomad 1, and I think this is a pretty well-known mapper for Nomad 1. It's Mordred. I'm not sure if the map's really well-known, though.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'd say that Mordred's definitely uses a lot more of the screen than most Nomad 1 mappers, and there's a bit of more of an aim than I would say than usual.
Yeah, this map is 6.05 stars, which seems a little bit low for a 6.1 star pool, but it's definitely understarred. I'd say the aim is not only circles, but there's also a little bit of slider aim at the end, you'll see. And yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty much a standard Nomad 1. BPM's 180, rhythm's fairly simple, and if you know Mordred mapping, it should be pretty easy for you.
A lot of people complain that, there's like slider streams, random streams, but this map doesn't really have any of that. It's very, very standard. It's nothing. It's just pure aim. So if you're good at aiming, you'll be well.
Absolutely. Also, like to thank Buzzlin for all his replays. He's basically going to be carrying the showcase.
That's true. At least like 90% of all the replays are done by him.
The rest of us are too garbage.
I mean, when your whole staff are a bunch of mappers, I mean,
mappers, 5 digits, what else?
Yeah.
Fleslin Cup 3v3. I agree. Fleslin could probably 1v3 people in this tournament.
Maybe not early stage.
Yeah.
You see those 1-2s? That is
pure
yeah.
aim. We love those.
Yeah. Farmers in the chat. Any farmers?
At K-Kip if you're a farmer. Datox is a farmer. K-Kip is a D ranker. I knew it.
Not wrong. Yeah, right there. That was a cross screen slider aim right there. You can see a lot of those at the end.
Yeah, the end definitely has those like cross screen 1-4 sliders.
Yeah.
Got to be a little careful of those, but other than that, standard. Oh, there we go. The 1-2s.
That's what you love to see in a Nomad 1.
Absolutely.
This is very long too, so it's kind of a nerve check. If you're a very nervous person, you'll be missing quite easily on those jumps. Not to mention those squares at the end too.
Oh yeah. All right. So the next map would be Nomad 2. is Ascension to Heaven, and it is by Frontier. And I actually did the replay for this one because I am a Nomad 2 one trick.
All right, now there's a big backstory to this one. Frontier had a set on the very famous song Ascension to Heaven, and one of his difficulties looked very, very tournament friendly. He just had a few aim patterns that needed to be removed, and it was also AR9, so we buffed it up to AR 9.4. And now you have a very, very stamina intensive Nomad 2. Only 5.6 stars, 5.7 stars, which seems a little bit low, but don't be fooled. At the end, is very stamina intensive. So, if you're the type of guy to have to expect some aim Nomad 2s, nah.
Absolutely. The streams are around 16 to 32, which 32 being the max. It is 200 BPM, and the background. Let's talk about the background.
Yeah, I think the background carries this map.
Absolutely. That is definitely me when I listen to the song. But there's literally no aim in this map. There's like a space burst at most. But other than that, it's just, can you stream 200?
Yeah, a pure stamina check for the 200 BPM range. If you're not warm for these streams, look at these. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Those bus sliders are unbuffered, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so perfect. Wait, they're unbuffered? I'm pretty sure they're buffered.
Yeah, they are buffered.
Okay. That's what I was gonna say. It's perfect for a tournament. All right, so this is No Modification 3, the tech map, and this is very old style Neil Perry mapping. You won't see this often. Nowadays, you see Neil Perry mapping noodle sliders everywhere. This is very, very rhythm focused and a little bit of slider aim in the KIs. At the end, there's a little bit of a slider stream, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we will definitely talk about that later. The beginning has the 1-6 gaps, and then I'll have like 1-6 doubles. So definitely be careful for those to not lose AC.
Yeah. That's the rhythm part of the map. You'll see a lot of those in the map.
Yep. This was actually submitted in 2016, and it is crazy to see how Neil Perry has transformed since then. This is nothing like how he maps nowadays.
Yeah.
But this map is not for fake tech players. This is real tech players only.
That's true. You'll see a lot of these sliders very soon. They're hard to read if you're not really a tech player, and definitely unable to sight read this.
Oh, absolutely.
Not to mention those sliders that are slowed down, then sped up, then slowed down. You need to play this map a lot to get a hang of it.
Yep. Also, the one for reverse, you actually have to move. You cannot just cheese that. And a lot of the sliders, you really cannot cheese.
Yeah. It's very consistent in difficulty. There's about 2 KIs like those, and at the end there's a little bit of this spike, but I should be fine.
There's quite a bit of free combo there, here and there, but overall the difficulty is very consistent.
Oh, I was gonna mention those little 5-note streams that to go into the key eyes. You actually need to be able to aim those, and it's very
That is
easy to
true.
miss if you don't pay attention.
True. Oh, and that slider stream we're talking about is coming up very soon.
Yes, very soon.
Yeah, there it is.
Now, I'll be honest, it is a little bit RNG to hit that, but I don't expect most people to hit that. If you do, well, there's not much map anyways later, so your combo won't do much for you. So, in general, it's consistent enough so that one slider stream won't affect many people's score. But if you do manage to FC this, well, I guess you're better than Fleslin.
If you FC this, I think you'll definitely make it through the qualifiers. This is quite difficult. All right. Next map will be the alt map. It would be Chaos King, and it's the Kalibe diff.
Hey, I did a
J1
replay for
actually
this one.
did this.
Yeah. The story behind this is Nomad 3 seemed a little bit long, so we needed a really short alt map. And as I'm I'd say a decent alt player, I have a big collection of alt maps, and just put length lower than 120 seconds, and I found this. Seemed pretty fitting, I'd say.
Definitely is. Oh, this is definitely a like Mirage / Elvis kind of inspired alt map with a bit of Kalibe mixed in there.
Yeah.
And the skill sets on this, like most alt maps, are usually just flow aim, but there is a bit of snappy aim, and there's like one like wiggle pattern that's really funny in the middle of this map.
Yeah.
So this isn't just like boring all. This is definitely a bit more interesting.
Yeah, this map really keeps you on your toes for the whole map. You know, no part of it will be free. It's the whole map's very consistent in difficulty. I'd say this is one of the harder maps in the pool compared to the others. But
Absolutely.
if you're an alt player, it's a little bit RNG if you over practice because you'll be a little bit mind blocked on these patterns. But it's definitely testing for you. A little bit of snapping, obviously.
Also, the streams at the end get a little spaced. When I mean a little spaced, I mean just a little bit.
Yeah. Alright, this is first hidden modification in the pool, and this is very, very out of the ordinary, I'd say, for hidden one. 5.2 stars? Yeah, 5.2 stars. It's rhythm control. It's a little bit of flow aim. At the end, a little bit of snap aim. It's unconventional, I'd say.
I personally believe this will probably have the lowest average. There's definitely a lot of tricks being played here. A lot of 1/6, a lot of 1/3. There's even a part where there's a 1/4 triple into a 1/3 stream. You really got to be able to control your fingers there.
Yeah. This is not in any means a sight remap. You have to practice. You have
Absolutely.
to know those those rhythms, those changes in spacing. It's a very, very practiced map.
Also, the CS5 makes the aim a bit tough on those 1/3, especially how spaced those are.
Other than that, I'd argue that this map also doesn't really have much of an aim component. So we'll be seeing a hidden 2 with a little bit more aim.
And there's that 1/4 into 1/3 I was talking about.
Even
Very
Fleslin,
different.
dropped a little bit back on that.
There's the Superman slider that you drew in elementary school.
the end, a little bit of awkward aim. Shouldn't be too difficult though, compared to the rest of the map.
Buzzlin's just good, so I would say the score is a little deceiving for the rest of
Yeah.
everyone. All right, next we have the Air 8 map. It'll be Nanatsu Izinzakura. It'll be the Gustav as well. This one's definitely a bit aimey, but it is the Air 8, and you definitely have to know where your cursor is in some of these patterns.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, Hidden 1 is a little bit more rhythm focused, so we look for a aim focused Hidden 2, which does have reading components. At the end, you'll see there's like triple stacked into like those right there. Those are triple stacked into circles. If you don't know how to read those, you'll be dropping misses on those.
There's also a few patterns that like look like they're all one half, but then they'll have like a random one gap in it. So definitely practice this one, just like that pattern right there.
Oh yeah, that pattern. Very, very shit missable.
Even Fleslin kind of misread that part right there.
Yeah, that's the reading component of this map. That's not much though. The aim component is definitely the main part of it. Alright, this is Hard Rock 1 Crescent Moon by Felt. And this is your consistency hard rock. Not much else to say really. It's aim. It's consistent, and it's 5.9, 5.5 star? No, 5.8 stars, yeah. So I'd say this is a little bit easy for the pool, but since it's hard rock consistency, it's still not going to be an easy FC for everyone. So we kept it.
Somebody would have felt in the pool.
Yeah, that's all I need to say really.
And the song was a banger. There's really honestly nothing that's like tricky on this map,
except for one pattern at the end. There's a triple pattern at the end that you should practice for, but once you know the pattern's there, you should be fine. It's also just pure aim.
I just remembered that Felt actually disbanded. That's so sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in early 2020 they disbanded. Not sure why though.
Man. At least their songs are stayed in Osu forever.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine if they were future artists. That would have been banging.
That's true.
Also, this is a collab, and you can kind of tell whose parts is who, especially in this Ki.
Yeah.
There's that
Yeah,
triple
there it
pattern we were
is.
talking about.
Yeah, that triple pattern isn't too hard if you know the map, but if you're sight reading, you might get jump scared.
To be honest, some of these sliders. Look at that one.
Beautiful.
There's a bit more streams at the end of the Kai, but it should not be a problem for most people.
Yeah, this is about 187 BPM, so
And the streams are fairly standard too.
yeah.
On to the next map, we have Hard Rock 2. It'll be our precision pick, Holy Night by Cloyd.
Yeah, another Cloyd map in the Precision Hard Rock. Who could have seen that coming? This is to contrast BPM. Really, it's low BPM cut streams. It does definitely, test your precision skills on those micro movements for those streams. And the low BPM is definitely to contrast with Hard Rock 1, which is normal BPM, I'd say, considering.
True. I'd say the AC would probably be a lot lower for a lot of players here, especially considering the BPM on Hard Rock.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to be fooled by the star rating, which is about 5.6, I believe. And it definitely, doesn't feel like one, I'd say. It doesn't feel like a 5.6 star map.
Right. Also, definitely be careful for some of the doubles. They can definitely catch you off guard, especially if you're side reading. And yes, we do see it.
Ah, yes. When you see it. That is literally the comment that we have right next to this map in the sheet. Yep, that's the last cut stream. Alright, DT1, Oboro by LKS. This map is consistency / rhythm control, I'd say. Finger control. And there's a little bit of awkward aim in the KIs. It's about 222 BPM, 223. So this is for those DT players. I'd say this map is pretty much on point difficulty-wise, or maybe a little bit harder than the rest of the pool.
There are 2 unbuffered sliders, so definitely be careful, because if you do release too early, you will slider break.
Yeah. And we didn't really go for the conventional aim type DT1 because we already had too much aim in Nomad 1, Nomad 3, and Nomad 4, so we just went for more finger control.
Also, the OD is only 8.4, so there's definitely a lot of leniency instead of like 9.1.
Yeah. And then there's the 9-note bursts. About
Buzz Slider.
yeah.
Suck. Also, careful for the end. It is a bit aiming.
Oh yeah, the awkward aim at the end it's there, yeah. That right there. That's probably the pattern that a lot of people will hate after they practice the map. Alright, next is the speed map, a speed pick of the pool, and also the final map. This has 9-node bursts at 265 BPM. It's fast. It's for those genetics players out there. There's a little bit of finger control, not too much at the end, but the main focus is for sure the speed.
Yeah, the beginning of the map is definitely probably harder than the rest of it. It's got those doubles and 3/4s, a bunch of like anti-mash patterns, so no mashing allowed. Oh, also, this replay was not done by Flizzless, by no Kodama.
No, this is epic. Yeah, so those 5-note and 9-note bursts are the main part of the difficulty, I'd say, along with those triples. If you're not fast or warmed up, you'll definitely be missing on those. There's some alt patterns, but they're not really, spaced, so it should be fine.
Also, Take, when you see that. Yeah, that's all the maps in the pool. Good luck on the qualifiers.